welcome back everybody to another episode of Katawa Shoujo. And we left off with his Hisao just ending his first day at Yanaku school for the disabled. And he's trying to get used to his new life and how things are going to go in pretty much this new setting. So, small talk. I wake up in a strange room. Solid morning light shimmers against the light gray ceiling. I had forgotten to draw the curtains closed last night. Happens all the time. And then when I wake up, the sun's like in my eyes. Ah, gosh! It burns! It burns, precious! This is my room, isn't it? My room. This is the third room this year that I'm supposed to call mine. Various things around here remind me that, indeed, it's me who is supposed to be the one living here. My bag's on the floor, my school books on the desk, my numerous medications on the night table, pill popping. I stare at the bottles for a moment, deliberating until I open a bottle, shake out a pill, and pop out a tablet from a foil sheet. I down them with a chaser of water without thinking about the chemistry. My uniforms are in the closet. I slink out from under the sheets and stretch my back before dressing up. Putting on a new school uniform, it feels like dressing in someone else's clothes. The artificial smell of generic detergent invades my nose, but the feeling of fresh cloth against my back is a good one, a natural one. It feels like a school uniform, as it should. It's not much different from what I used to wear before. That goes for other things, too. So far, this place seems more or less like a normal school. Except for the people. I think back to my talk with Kinji yesterday. Who's Kinji? Oh, the neighbor. Sorry, it's been a day since I played this. Misha's constant laughter and Shizun's sweeping sign language gestures. Well, I've only met 3 students so far. Maybe they aren't that normal, but I'm sure others are. Or perhaps people like them are what passes for normal around here? Yeah, what does pass for normal around here? What do people do? They learn, they study, they go to school. I didn't see a lot of kids hanging around after classes yesterday, so maybe there are clubs. If so, I wonder if I should join one. All through class, the question remains on my mind, so I decide to ask Shizun about it when we split into groups. After all, she did say if I had anything I wanted to know, I should ask her. She crosses her arms and shifts her gaze slowly to Misha, who looks more preoccupied with trying to grind the eraser of her pencil down so that the top is perfect and evenly flat. Sorry, Shi-chan. Is there something you wanted from me? Oh, I see. That's a good question, He-chan. My first thought is that she means she doesn't know, which is worrying. Maybe I'm being too negative. Well, anyway, Misha, please don't prove me right. I can already see the dynamics between these two girls. This is pretty funny. Oh, that's right. Everyone is encouraged to join a club. A lot of people do so because there isn't really anything else to do. This place is boring. There are also school events, like the festival coming up in a few days. Almost every student in the school tends to help out with it, doing whatever. So, you actually transferred in at a busy time. Maybe you can help out too. Oh gosh, they're gonna rope me into something. They're gonna do it, I know it. Sure. What's the festival about? Misha freezes. She has no idea. Do you even pay attention in class, Misha? What exactly do you do here? Well, I don't know, He-chan. The truth is, it's a local event, and I'm not from this area, so... She starts signing desperately to Shizun, asking her to bail her out. Shizun adjusts her glasses at the end of an oddly grandiose flourish and starts signing hard and heavy. Ooh. Serious now. Huh? Oh. Who cares? What? Misha puffs out her chest as she shouts Shizun's words out at me with a disproportionate amount of pride. Too loud. I can see heads turning to look in our direction. Not so loud. Human beings evolve with each new generation. The ideals and beliefs behind a festival will inevitably change with time. Now it's about delicious fried food and amusing little games that you play to win prizes. Ha ha ha. Oh wait, I forgot. I need to do evil villain laughs with with Misha. I forgot about that. I'll start now. Trust me, I will. The teacher clears his throat very loudly, batting his long wooden pointer against his other palm like a baton. He shoots a pointed gaze at us. I remember back in the day when teachers could like slap kids on the hand with rulers and everything, and then parents got all up in arms because they probably remembered back when they got their hands slapped with rulers and they didn't like it. So like, you can't do that to our kids now. Finally noticing where we are, Misha stifles a yelp and quiets down. Shizu doesn't seem embarrassed at all, though, brushing it off without a care. We are in the middle of class and should start working. That's right, Shi-chan. What? That's right. Hi-chan, are you asking because you're interested in joining a club? It could have been my eyes playing tricks on me, but I think I saw a suspicious glance exchanged between them. Misha's tone has also changed, although it does that every other word anyway. Yeah, I was thinking about it. Misha and Shizune look at each other again. I'm about to ask what they have in mind when something dark flutters in my peripheral vision, catching my attention. Out of the corner of my eye, I see the girl with the long dark hair get up from her desk and slip silently towards the door. It doesn't seem like she was working in any group, and no one seems to notice her but me. I glance at the teacher, who's also looking at the dark-haired girl, go. Why doesn't he say anything? Hi-chan, is something wrong? Do I look as uneasy as I feel? Or was Misha just looking at me and looking after the girl who left? No. Nothing. Okay. Completely dismissed. Who cares? Who cares what you were feeling just a moment ago? Well, like we were asking, you don't have any plans for lunch today, do you? I thought I would go to the library and pick up some books. Not really. Do you want to have lunch together then? Do I have a choice? Sure. Yay! Okay, Chan, perfect. Perfect. The rest of the class passes uneventfully. The girl with the long hair never came back. Is that the one I bumped into the other day? Before I have the time to put any more thought into where she could have gone, the teacher informs us that it's time to stop working. Shizune looks more than a little annoyed that we only just barely managed to finish all our work on time. I'm just glad we finished it at all. It's not a contest or anything. Is it? Is it a contest to Shizune? Maybe it is. Yes, it is, Hi-chan. Impossible. Really? Really? I've noticed this before, but it's kind of funny how Misha always moving her hands and signing not only everything she says, but what anyone else is saying at any given time. So it's like an automatic response. Obviously, it must be Shizune, so Shizune can understand it. Her eyes dart back and forth between Misha's hands and me. I don't know who I'm supposed to be looking at. I'm talking to Misha, but that might be wrong. Maybe I should face Shizune. I'm used to looking in the direction of the person whose voice I'm hearing, but really? Shizune can't hear me, but it would be disrespectful to talk to her only through Misha. Then again, isn't that what she's doing? No, she's at least looking at me. This is all very confusing! Brain implode! It will take some time to get used to. It's not a contest because contests are competitions over a prize. If there's no prize on the line, it's not really a contest. Shizune's eyes flash dangerously with a competitive glare. She stares at me as if surprised that I'm challenging her. I didn't challenge her. I think maybe this is a contest to her. I never noticed before how dark and blue her eyes are. It's truly an alluring gaze. Focus, Hisao. Are you sure, Hi-chan? Very sure. You're wrong, Hi-chan. Because I don't want to be the slowest one in the class. Therefore, what's on the line is my confidence in my abilities, and the prize is the satisfaction of proving them. I know I'm dumb, but I want to prove that I'm not. What? Gosh, that laugh. Shizune pushes her glasses up on the bridge of her nose in a very matter-of-fact way. Evil villain. Right there. I'd argue more, but the bell rings, and she quickly gets up and picks up her bag, looking at me expectantly. I'd almost forgotten that I was supposed to have lunch with them. Where do you want to eat? The cafeteria? That's so plain. Okay, let's go. Plain? Well, I guess. At my old school, I liked to eat outside near the back of the building. It was a good spot, but I didn't find it until near the end of my freshman year. I wonder if there's a similar place to eat here. Misha seems to imply as much. Shizuna and Misha pull me towards the cafeteria, which is surprisingly not packed. Maybe some students favor eating in the classroom or outdoors. I saw some of my classmates had boxed lunches. After we finish eating, Misha picks up where we left off earlier. So, Hee-chan, you want to know about clubs and stuff, right? I don't know. Right, Hee-chan. Okay, I guess it makes sense to ask first. Exchanging little nods of confirmation, they turn to face me again, and Misha strains her posture as she is about to deliver a speech. Oh, there's going to be a lot of stuff going back and forth between the two girls. I can just see it right now. Hee-chan, do you have anything you're really interested in? I used to play soccer, but I'm not really into it. I don't follow the teams and players or anything like that. As of late, I usually just read a lot. There's a book club, right, Hee-chan? Right. But it seems like they have all the members they could possibly have right now. Sorry, Hee-chan, it's a really popular club. I think you're kind of diverting me here. I see that you're kind of herding me into doing one thing and one thing only. So, yeah, we'll see here. Ah, okay, but more to the point, Hee-chan, does this mean that you don't have anything already in mind? Not really. It's dangerous. Good, great. That's great, Hee-chan, really great. Sorry, I'm going way too crazy with those laughs. Why is it so great? No reason. Well, Hee-chan, other than clubs and upcoming festival, there is one other thing. Student council! See? She comes to it at last. I hate it. I hate it. My wife does this. My wife totally does this. They kind of beat around the bush and you're trying to have to just grab what they really want to ask of you out of them, you know? It's just like, just speak plainly. Tell me what you want. And they just pull you in circles and it just makes you madder and madder. And then when they finally reveal what it is, you're just like, that was it? That's okay. I see. I didn't know the school had a student council. That was a very, very melodramatic setup, though, just to tell me that. See, that's what I'm saying. That is what I'm saying. I'm pretty sure the two of them know this because Shizune looks a little embarrassed about it, and Misha is laughing. Shizune quickly retakes control of the discussion in a matter of speaking. After all, it's still Misha who has to voice whatever she says. Right. Hee-chan, maybe you should join the student council. They could use more people. Yes, definitely. You should definitely join. Why? Well, for one, we could hang out every day, Hee-chan. Shi-chan and I are both in the student council. Actually, Shi-chan is president. Oh, the truth comes out. I'm starting to get the suspicion that Shizune and Misha might not actually be the most unbiased people to talk about this with. As if reading my mind, Shizune quickly adjusts her glasses and signs something to Misha. Of course, we're not trying to get you to join just because we would obviously benefit from you joining the student council and therefore have an incentive to try and get you to. So you're admitting that? No, we admit nothing. I mean, Hee-chan, of course it would be nice if you joined and we'd appreciate it. But even without all that, joining the student council shows a healthy interest in the workings of one's school. Oh, they're playing the school card. Yep, it's true, Hee-chan. Besides, don't you want to spend time with us after school, Hee-chan? I can't tell if she's being genuine or if this is just really good acting. Both of them seem to be trying real hard to look their cutest, although they are pretty cute, already pretty cute to begin with. Well, so it's settled then. Welcome to the student council, Hee-chan. Wait, what? No, I didn't say yes. Aw, see, Hee-chan? Of course it wouldn't go so easily. Yep, that's right, though it would be boring if it went that smoothly. Oh well, Hee-chan owes me candy now. You were betting on it? Hey, my life is not a game here. She seems very intrigued by this when Misha signs it to her. The aggressive glint returns to her eyes. The evil supervillain glint. That's interesting, He-chan. Let's play a game. That's not what I said. Stop twisting words. How about rich man, poor man, He-chan? If you lose, you have to join the student council. No, absolutely not. You gotta take a firm stance here. They are gonna steamroll over you, Hisao. Steamrolling, that's what they're trying to do. Oh, why not? Well, because you two both have the same incentive and therefore the same goal, which is to get me to join the student council, right? Yup. Yeah, that isn't my goal, but what this means is that both of you can team up and I'll be at a clear disadvantage, so I will have to decline. Very smart. Hey, Chan, I'm very offended. Are you saying you don't trust us and that we would pull something so disingenuous? That makes me sad. Sorry? It's hard to tell where Shizun's influence ends and Misha's thoughts begin. They're one and the same. It's like a symbiotic relationship. In order to atone for hurting a young girl's feelings, you should definitely join the student council. No! Dang it, how many times do I have to tell you, woman? How about a game of paper football instead of rich man, poor man? Paper football? Is that where you just like crumple a piece of paper and then you have your stuff like right here and... Yeah, no, I'm not doing that, girls. Not going to happen. Yeah, it's a game they play in America. You make a paper triangle and then you try to shoot it past the goalpost that the other player makes with their fingers. Exactly. Isn't it cool? It's the ultimate form of competition between two people, He-chan. And it's also played by elementary and middle school children, He-chan. That means it's a game that really separates the boys from the men. More like boys from the slightly older boys. Anyway, I'm not going to play that either. Just the fact that you know about it means you're probably surprisingly good at it. Yeah, that's true. How did you know, He-chan? Shizun frowns at Misha, telling me that she probably wasn't supposed to admit that so readily. I wouldn't say that I'm happy with their attempts to get me into the student council, but I'm a little curious about what the student council does here. I've never been on one before, and even known anybody who was a member, so it interests me. I also kind of like Shizun and Misha, so it wouldn't be so bad. I mean, you're kind of joining up with two cute girls on the student council. But I don't know, they're very pushy. I think I'd probably be the stepping stool in this particular student council relationship. Okay, He-chan, how about Risk, the game of world domination? I don't know what that is. It's really fun, He-chan. You fight for control of the world with armies and everything. Sounds like Shizun would be good at it. If you want to play, we can after school. Aw, really, Shi-chan? We can play just for fun, He-chan. Shi-chan hasn't played in a long time, so if you want to, there are no strings attached. Well, okay, as long as there are no strings attached. Okay, perfect. We'll see you after school in the student council room then, He-chan. Wait, why there? Because that's where we keep the game. I grimace to tell them how much I do not like this, but it's more for show than anything. So in the end, I agree, but only after getting Shizun to acknowledge that I don't mean anything concrete, just by accepting to take a look around and play a game with her. Lunch ends, and we go back to class. Oh, there's that girl, she went. During afternoon classes, the long-haired girl comes back and sits down in her seat without a word. Again, no one seems to notice, or if they do, no one says anything. I want to ask Misha about it, but I don't want to be nosy. After school, Shizun and Misha quickly find me by the first floor lobby and latch onto me, covering each flank in case I might try to escape. Run, Isao, run! I feel a little offended, but I've been considering it. Nevertheless, I'm a bit disturbed that enough people have made a break for it in the past that they're on their guard. I mean, this has happened before. Okay. What's with the escort? This doesn't make me feel very comfortable. Makes me feel kind of violated. In fact, it makes me feel like a dangerous prisoner being transported to his cells. He doesn't... See, my thoughts exactly. What's wrong, He-chan? That's right. We're just going to play a game of Risk, remember? I don't know, Misha. This all seems a little sinister to me. I started thinking that when we sit down to play the game, they'll tie me down and torture me until I agree to join the student council. Well, that's highly unlikely, but still, for some reason, it just seems like it would be so plausible. Getting to the student council room is as simple as turning 2 corners from where we started. What? That's it? This makes you guys being so on top of me seems a little silly. Wait. That could have been perceived wrong. That's not true, Hichan. Hichan says that when their life is threatened, people have shown the capability to pull off superhuman bursts of speed. Life is threatened? Have you threatened people before with the student council? Her expression unchanging, Misha signs something amusedly to Shizune, who makes a baffling face and puts her hands behind her back, looking pleased with herself. Misha feigns deafness and hums cheerily. Stop that. I know you heard me. You have no excuse, unlike Shizune. Shizune opens the door to the student council room. It's a very plain, sparsely decorated room, although it is quite large, maybe even a little larger than a classroom. There's a big table in the center surrounded by chairs, and a smaller desk prominently placed in the back that I assume is Shizune's. There are a few regular desks and chairs stacked to one side as well. Extras, perhaps? Aside from the tables and chairs, the room doesn't have much to offer, just a couple of filing cabinets and bookshelves stacked with old-school records and documents. Not much else. In fact, nothing else. This is a pretty bleak room. They could at least put a potted plant in here or something. But the most notable thing that this room doesn't have is other people. Are we early? No. What do you mean, no? Does it mean nobody else is coming today? Yeah, that's right. Before I manage to ask why that's the case, Shizune claps her hands together very energetically. Hichan, let's play Risk. Come on, you promised, didn't you? You have to. Okay. Do you want to know the rules? We can explain it to you while we set everything up. While Misha is talking, Shizune takes out what looks like a board game from behind one of the filing cabinets and throws it on the table. Actually, this does look kind of interesting. After Misha spends a little too long for her liking running through the basics with a somewhat vague and confusing tutorial, Shizune cuts in and declares the game has started with a decisive motion, slicing her arm through the air. Shizune's aggressiveness is rubbing off onto me. I start feeling more competitive than I intended to be when I agreed to do this.